Man Utd set rapid Mason Greenwood return date, but surprise transfer exit route re-emerges. Manchester United plan to reintegrate Mason Greenwood back into their fold as soon as next week. But his return to the first-team picture could be a brief one amid speculation over a surprise move away. The 21-year-old forward has not kicked a competitive ball for United since January 2022 during a 1-0 win over West Ham at Old Trafford. And while all charges of serious sexual allegations against the player have since been dropped, United have asked him to stay away from the club while they hold an internal investigation. However, despite those charges being dropped by the CPS back in February, Greenwood remains in limbo as United wait to make the decision public. In the meantime, Greenwood has been training on his own to stay fit and against the backdrop of a plethora of speculation over his future. That said, a verdict on his future is due to be announced soon. As a result, a report on Wednesday claimed United had decided to integrate the Bradford-born star back into their first-team setup. The Red Devils, however, quickly released a statement explaining they were still concluding their investigation. As such, it was too soon at this stage to announce when Greenwood would, if at all, return to the fold. Nonetheless, The Sun has since offered a firm update, claiming United will make their decision to welcome Greenwood back next week. They suggest United will not make the verdict public before the Women's World Cup final, with the club wary of taking the limelight away from potentially one of the country's greatest ever sporting moments. Indeed, two of England's heroes play for United women in Mary Earps and Ella Toone. It's claimed United want to communicate their plan to them, as well as their teammates, before the announcement becomes public. Man Utd have three-step plan for Mason Greenwood. Once United women have been addressed, and their reasons for welcoming Greenwood back will be explained in detail, then United plan to make the decision public. To that end, The Sun claims it could become public knowledge by Tuesday of next week. As a result, United reportedly have a three-point plan of action for Greenwood next season. But it seems unlikely he will be seen in first-team action anytime soon, as a result. Indeed, the report claims United would still prefer to loan Greenwood out in the meantime to help build him back up to speed. And while a Premier League loan move has been ruled out, United do not want to strengthen a rival, and overseas loan route cannot be ruled out. To that end, a possible move to Serie A remains a possibility. To that end, United tried to offer Greenwood to Atalanta as part of their negotiations for Rasmus Højlund, only for the Serie A side to reject their offer. However, a move to Italy remains a possibility for Greenwood, with the likes of Roma and Inter Milan both of whom need new strikers possible options. United could yet reach out to the pair to see if they would consider signing Greenwood on loan. In the meantime, and until a loan solution is found, Greenwood will likely be asked to train with the club's under-23s. The intention being to both build up his fitness and ensure attention around the player is not too distracting for Erik ten Hag's squad. United statement on Greenwood. In the meantime, and until the information becomes public, United have released a statement insisting their investigation into the player remains ongoing but is close to being concluded. It read, following the dropping of all charges against Mason Greenwood in February 2023, Manchester United has conducted a thorough investigation into the allegations made against him, the statement began. The fact-finding phase of our investigation is now complete, and we are in the final stages of making a decision on Mason's future. Contrary to media speculation, that decision has not yet been made and is currently the subject of intensive internal deliberation. Responsibility ultimately rests with the chief executive officer. Once made, the decision will be communicated and explained to the club's internal and external stakeholders. This has been a difficult case for everyone associated with Manchester United. And we understand the strong opinions it has provoked based on the partial evidence in the public domain. We ask for patience as we work through the final stages of this carefully considered process. Quote, and by bringing the player back into the fold, they can also expect a very public backlash over the decision.